Frey, and I would like to welcome you to our very first episode of King's Raid Masterclass. In this series, we'll be discussing various aspects of the game, King's Raid, as well as giving you some helpful hints. Be sure to stay tuned until the end of this episode because we prepared something special for you that you won't want to miss. Now, before we get started, I'd like to say that there's no right or wrong way to play King's Raid. I personally know that I could be stronger if I invested more resources into one or two heroes, but instead, I like to spread out my resources and enjoy all of the characters in the game. And that's totally okay. We acknowledge that everyone has their own opinions and their own way of playing, so be sure to let us know what you think and how you play in a comment in the comment section below. Well, with that being said, let's get started. As a new user, you've likely downloaded the game and set off on your journey. When I first started, I wasn't aware of all the great resources in the game. I wish I would have known sooner so I could collect those resources and be even stronger than I am today. That's why I would like to first introduce you to Orvel! There are over 70 different heroes in King's Raid, and if you're anything like me, you're looking forward to expanding your deck. One of my favorite aspects of King's Raid is that there's no summoning of heroes randomly. So, how do you get heroes, you may ask? Well, there are a few options. As a new user, you might have what's called a hero selector ticket. When using these tickets, you can select from a variety of heroes, and once you select it, that hero will be all yours. But if you don't have a hero selector ticket, you can also visit the special shop and buy heroes for rubies. Usually they're 6,000 rubies or less. But there's also another way, and this is my personal favorite. If you have a little bit of patience, you can visit the Heroes Inn. There's a rotation of heroes that visit the inn daily. If you find a hero that you like at the inn, you can start a relationship with that hero and send them amity points and gold in order to build up the relationship and fill up the bar. Once this bar is filled up all the way, that hero's all yours. Pretty nice, huh? But I don't have enough amity points. Stop whining. Sorry about that. Let me teach you. I'll teach you. Okay. So first, we can play the mini game here at the Heroes Inn known as the Roulette of Fortune. If you spin the Roulette of Fortune, you have a chance of getting amity points among other prizes. I also recommend adding in-game friends. When you exchange amity points with your friends, you'll get points to send to your hero. There's also a really cool feature, mostly for intermediate and late game users, where you can send amity points and gold to heroes that you already own. This will unlock special conversations which can help you get to know your hero better. Be sure to choose carefully which method you use to get your heroes. There's a lot of great ways to spend rubies, which we'll go over in another episode. So, who's gonna give me golden amity points at the end? Next up is Orvel Castle. Gold is an incredibly important resource in King's Raid. So, how do we get gold, you may ask? Well, if you visit the Ancient Royal Vault at Orvel Castle 3 times a day and clear the floors, you'll receive gold. The higher the floor you clear, the higher the amount of gold tends to drop. By clicking on the Missions tab, there's a Hot Time Gold booster there. If you apply that, you'll get more gold. And if you do have a gold booster in your inventory, either a 1 hour or a 1 day, feel free to apply that as well for extra gains. Now that we have gold, where can we spend it? Let's go visit May's shop. You'll find a lot of different items at May's shop. My personal favorite item to buy is empty experience flasks. And do you know what GM Orvel said when I asked him what he likes to buy at May's general shop? He said he likes to buy the artifact pieces and unique weapon fragments. The list of items for sale in May's general shop resets an hour from when you check it, so be sure to check back many times a day in order to find helpful items. Last but not least is the Stockade. It might look intimidating, but don't be scared. The Stockade is an underground dungeon where you can acquire items called skill books. Skill books can be used to enhance your hero's skills. There are 4 different kinds of skill books. The first is the beginner skill book, which enhances a hero's first skill, the intermediate skill book, which enhances a hero's second skill, the expert skill book, which enhances a hero's third skill, and finally the master skill book, which enhances a hero's passive ability, also known as its 4th skill. Please note that these skill books are specific to a hero's class. For example, a mechanic can only use mechanic skill books to upgrade its skills. So here I have Kara, and if I want to enhance her skills, I need to first know what class she is. You can see here that she's a mechanic, so when I go to the Stockade, I will find the room for mechanics. You can tell by the icon in the top corner. You can select what kind of skill book you want, whether you want the beginner, intermediate, expert, or master. You can complete the stockade 3 times a day. Once you gather your skill books, go back to your hero's information page. Click on the skill tab and upgrade your hero's skills by using the skill books. Now your hero's stronger. The higher the level of difficulty at the stockade that you can clear, the more skill books will drop. But just to start off, just do what you can. So what I'm saying is that you should visit these places in Orvel every day if you want to get stronger. But I've already helped you this much, so don't expect me to help you again. There are even more places to visit in Orvel, but we'll go over those next time. Before we go, I would like to introduce you to a new feature called the Burning Question. At the end of each episode of King's Raid Masterclass, I'll ask you a question, and all you have to do is answer. One lucky user will receive a prize of 250 rubies just for answering. To qualify, all you have to do is leave your answer in the comment section below on this YouTube video with your nickname, your in-game ID, and your server. Please be sure that your answer answers the question asked and that it's appropriate. Please do not post anything that would violate the Plug community guidelines. And as a general rule, if you wouldn't say it to your mother, you should not say it to CM Frey. I'm just saying. We retain the right to disqualify any answer that we deem inappropriate. Also, please be sure that you leave your answer in the YouTube comment section for this video below. If you leave your answer on Plug or Facebook or any other community, it will not be counted. Well, with that being said, I'd like to introduce you to our very first burning question. You've been traveling through the heavy rain and braving the bitter wind of a fierce storm that has struck Orvel, only to stumble upon the Hero's Inn where you can rest your weary body and fill your grumbling tummy. What would you ask, to cook for you? If you're curious about what we have planned for the next episode, you'll just have to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because I won't be giving you any hints. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed the first episode of King's Raid Masterclass and that you'll stay tuned for our next episode. Be sure to answer the burning question for a chance to win 250 rubies. Well, it's been fun, and I will see you next time, Raiders. Bye! It's been a long day. I can't believe I've helped those weaklings this much already. But I have to admit, it is kind of fun. You didn't hear that.